Shalom and welcome back to the tea table, my friends. Today's message should be an interesting teaching. I had a word from the Lord the other day to do a teaching on the dove and the scorpion. I'm sure many have heard similar versions of this story, but I heard specifically dove and scorpion. So here goes. One day there was a scorpion that needed to cross a large river. He had no way of getting to the other side, and there was urgent business that the scorpion needed to take care of. He was well aware of the fact that if he attempted to swim to the other side, he would be eaten by large fish or carried downstream by the fast-moving current. He also knew that it would take almost forever to find a spot where he could cross over safely. So as he stood there on the shore saying to himself, what to do, a dove just happened to fly by. And he called out to the dove, "Excuse me, dove," he called out. And the dove landed right next to the scorpion. "What can I do for you?" she asked. "I have a very pressing matter on the other side of the river, and for me to walk or swim to the other side would be very dangerous or take forever for me. So I was hoping that you would allow me to crawl upon your back and for you to fly me to the other side. I'm sure it would only take a very, very short time, and I hardly weigh anything." "I don't know," said the dove. "You are a scorpion, and your type have a terrible reputation for that deadly stinger at the end of your tail, and I would be very fearful that you might sting me. I give you my solemn promise that I would never sting you. Besides, if I did that, it would mean the death of both of us. And why would I do something like that when I'm in such a hurry?" The scorpion went on and on about how he would never do anything like that until the dove was won over by the convincing scorpion. So he crawled up on the back of the dove and off they went. Halfway across the river, the scorpion, for no reason at all, stung the dove with his deadly tail, dooming both to a sure death. The dove, as she was getting weaker from the venom from the stinger, asked the scorpion, "Why would you do that? Why would you sting me after you made all those promises and after I agreed to help you on your quest to the other side?" "I'm really sorry," commented the scorpion. It was really not my intention, but stinging others is who I am and what I do, and I just couldn't help myself." You know, there are so many rabbit trails to chase on this story, so many different moral choices to look at. Even more important, there are so many situations in our lives where this story becomes so true. In 1 Corinthians 15:33, it tells us bad company corrupts good character. In Deuteronomy 23:6, speaking about the wrong people to associate with, we are told, "Do not seek a treaty of friendship with them as long as you live." Some of the best examples come from Psalms. In Psalms 109, verse 5, we are told, "They repay me evil for good, and hatred for my friendship." In Proverbs 12:26, we are told that the righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. You know, there are numerous more verses that speak about how the choice of friends can be a snare or a pitfall down the road. I'm sure many of us have either heard about or experienced firsthand how being associated with the wrong company has led to a season of problems and misfortune. I'm also sure that there were many promises of, "It's okay, trust me, nothing can go wrong." Or how about, "I've done this many times before, and it's fun." Or how about, "Would I ask you to do something that was dangerous?" We were told earlier that bad company corrupts good character, and it's there for a reason. Bad company really does end up corrupting the Christ-like morals and standards that we have come to not only rely upon, but put our confidence in. Another expression that always seems to pop up after the fact is, "My intentions were right." To which I respond, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I believe the Lord had me use the dove because it is a symbol of peace and tranquility and has always been associated with the children of God and innocence. We are told in John 1:32, "Then John gave this testimony, I saw the Spirit come down from heaven as a dove and remain on him." Yet, we are told in Revelation 9:5, they were not allowed to kill them, but only to torture them for 5 months. And the agony they suffered was like that of the sting of a scorpion when it strikes. I believe it's very clear that doves are associated with life and scorpions are associated with death and agony. As children of the living God, I strongly recommend and suggest that you not only choose life, but that you associate with other vessels of life and stay as far away from anything that is not of God, because those of darkness are what they are, causing them to do what they do. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying do not witness to those of darkness. We are called to witness to the lost. But what I'm saying is, don't let their ways influence your actions. And now I leave you with this. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha, Ye'er Adonai panavilecha vihunecha, Yisa Adonai panavilecha ve'yesemlecha shalom. The Lord bless you and protect you. The Lord cause the light of his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his countenance, that means his attention, upon you and give to you his peace. God bless, my friends. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next week at the tea table.